anybody out there.
I think the wall is going to start very soon. We had almost 200 bidders to build the wall. We have great pricing coming in. We have some great designs coming in. I think the wall's going to start very soon.
Many bricklayers came over to our side of the wall rather than do that kind of job.
Right now, we're not getting along with Russia at all. We may be at an all-time low in terms of relationship with Russia. General Kelly's done a fantastic job. When it comes to design, I'm very good at that stuff. And building on time, on budget. It's obsolete.
Oh, sorry. Did you catch me unaware? You caught me unaware. Welcome, sisters and brothers, fellow travelers on planet Earth. And of all the places you could have chosen to go on the internet, I mean billions of places all around the world, fantastic educational opportunities, you chose to be here and watch the Vegematic channel. Congratulations. And thank you. The mother of all bombs. Oh shit, the minute I heard that, I wanted to go out and buy the mother of all bongs and just forget about everything for a while. But I couldn't find one big enough. So I'll keep looking. I'll let you know how my search goes. How long can we live in a fact-free universe? I don't know. I guess we're all going to find out over the next few wonderful months in the history of geopolitics. And it's not that I'm overly pessimistic, like some of you might suspect. It's just that I'm a normal human that can't take much more of this. How long will corporations, banks be allowed to charge absolutely usurious loan shark rates on credit cards? How long? How long do they expect the lower classes to continue on this debt treadmill? And I've heard there's another financial collapse coming. Whether or not that is true, I have no idea. I do know, however, that car loans are going very much the same way that the subprime mortgages went. A lot of people defaulting on car loans because, you know, they'll give them to anybody with a pulse. There, you want a Cadillac, kid? There you go. We'll make it easy for you. I did get around to reading the comments. I do read all of the comments, and sometimes I comment back. Last video, I'm afraid I just had too much going on in my life to think of clever responses. Although I do thank you for leaving the nice comments. There's a lot of them, and it makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. Bill, I tell you, the broccoli sprouts thing is for real. You put that stuff on a sandwich and sprinkle some dry powdered mustard on it. You eat it. It's got all kinds of great anti-cancer ingredients, and it'll make you feel really good, brother. So check it out. Just all you got to do is put it on any sandwich. You can throw some tomatoes on there and some cucumber or whatever it is you like, and eat a whole package of the damn things, and they don't taste horrible. They're not particularly scrumptious, but they're not too bad when you get used to them. You know, it's been a long time since there's been warring in the streets, like we've seen in Berkeley in the past few days. Ah, yes. pro and anti-Trump forces. That must be weird. You know, it must be just so weird. See Americans fighting each other. I guess it's not that weird. You had a civil war really not that long ago in terms of history. So, see, if history remembers anything about Trump, what it will likely remember is he completed the great looting of the country. He accelerated the race to the bottom and accumulated as much wealth as humanly possible through the office, freely distributing it to cronies in his billionaire circle of friends. The slimiest of the slime, the ooze that is slithering along the bottom of the swamp, and parasitic creatures that just kind of look for some sort of sign of life and grab onto it and suck it out. Can we survive? Can we survive as a species? Just a few more years. After that, it'll be dead, you know. I mean, it'll be a drag that I'll go out knowing that we fucked things up so bad, but you know, I'll be dead, so what's it to me? This is the attitude they have. They don't give a shit about what's going to happen 20 years down the road, let alone a couple of years down the road. But I support Trump. He's making us strong. Never in the history of humanity have so many been so ignorant, been so wrong, been so stupid, been so blind. Well, maybe once or twice. The results were not good. You know what makes me want to puke? Corporate Democrats standing up there and saying, "We're the resistance. We're resisting Trump." How? How Machiavellian. How disastrously incompetent. How stupid. How moronic. At what point did the betrayals add up and add up and add up until the mass of people rise up and do something about it? And as individuals, of course, we can do very little. I can use my creative ability to reach a tiny number of humans who are already convinced of generally the same things that I am. So therefore it remains contained and unimportant. The more contained ideas become, the more we have to question all reality that is presented on all forms of media. At all times we must ask ourselves, who is spinning this and what are their motives for spinning it? There's a dearth of intellectually honest news people. See, the American media learned a lot during the Vietnam War. Because back then, in color, on your TV screen, they actually showed some of the horrors of that conflict. And by doing that, it built the anti-war movement up. So the media learned very quickly, or the military learned very quickly, to control the media, that the control of the media in any war situation was of vast importance, simply because in war the first casualty is always truth. How can it be otherwise? War is evil, so you're committing evil. You're killing innocent life. You're being destructive. So lying is just a part of the game. It's just a part of the same evil that you're doing. I'd like to say hi to the people that have come over to visit from Hambone Littletail's channel, the Humpty Dumpty tribe. There's a sort of a psychic connection among people that are watching the Doomsday Prophet and myself. For some reason, it's like joined in some kind of weird astral bond thing, perhaps. I don't know, but thanks for coming by. And if you not yet watched these videos, I can't imagine why you would start now, other than your life is very empty. But fortunately for me, lots of people's lives are empty, and therefore I hope to grow my audience a little bit with people whose lives are empty, searching for meaning. Do I have the answers? Fuck no. But I might make you feel better for a few minutes, I don't know. But I think a lot of it just comes down to mental attitude in the long run, and whether or not you feel positive about things. And I try and spend equal time with my negative pessimistic side of my personality. I try and also cultivate an optimistic stop and smell the roses kind of side to my personality. And since it's springtime and we're getting some beautiful weather, it's sometimes a little easier to shut off all the horrors that are going on in the world. The little twerp over in North Korea, and the people being gassed, and starvation, and overpopulation, and nuclear pollution, and the threat of nuclear annihilation for 3/4 or more of humanity. I don't like to think about those every day. Sometimes I just like to look at flowers blooming. Can we survive? Can we survive as a species? Just a few more years. After that, it'll be dead, you know. I mean, it'll be a drag that I'll go out knowing that we fucked things up so bad, but you know, I'll be dead, so what's it to me? This is the attitude they have. They don't give a shit about what's going to happen 20 years down the road, let alone a couple of years down the road. It's very troubling to see two sides of false paradigm warring with each other. You have such great divisions within the Democratic Party in spite of the show of unity. I don't think that corporate Democrats will ever truly be forgiven for cheating Bernie Sanders out of the nomination through rather dubious means. Everybody knows it, and the corporate Democrats keep being there, doing what corporate Democrats do: suck up to big corporations and the war machine. This is interesting that the media supports the thing that it keeps appearing on television and my computer screen, that orange blotch, that blight on humanity. Thanks for watching. Everybody stay strong. That's all we can do. Laugh, love, play, enjoy. Live every day like it's your last. There's still beauty in this world if we look for it. So I'm going to try and take some of my advice and find a lot of the beauty of spring tomorrow. I think the cats are fighting. I gotta go check it out. See you next time.